Hey everyone, AVP here, and today I have another NECA review. This time it's Grid Alien from Alien vs. Predator. As you can see, a little picture of a xenomorph there. It's not him, obviously, because you can see he has the grid design, and this has nothing. So just put up a generic picture. Nothing on the sides. Let's go to the back. Alright, now we have a picture of Grid there. And there's a couple on the bottom. I do believe that looks like a prototype. I'm not sure. It doesn't tell you what they are. So why don't we read what it says? And yeah, on a remote island off Antarctica, an expedition led by billionaire industrialist Charles Raylan hopes to make the archaeological find of the century. Proof of a civilization that predates written history. The thrill of discovering an ancient temple buried beneath the ice quickly turns to horror as the team becomes the bait in a battle between two deadly alien species. And no matter who wins, they lose. So why don't we get this open and take a closer look. Alright, and here he is out of the package. So this is the Grid Alien from Alien vs. Predator movie. And he's called Grid because you can see he has this grid design on the top. And he got that because of a predator named Celtic throwing a net over him that constricted and cut into him. So this is supposed to be like his xenomorph blood coming through. And it's not just on his head, it's also on his shoulders and on his arm. Well, at least the upper part. So if we go into colors, he has the green up here and there, and he also has a little bit of silver around his teeth. Also the inner mouth also has silver for teeth, and he also has silver for his claws on his hands and feet. Now for him, he's black, and he has a little bit of a, I want to say it's like a gunmetal blue to show off the details. It looks very nice. He's a little different than some xenomorphs. As you can see, he has longer vents or whatever, and he doesn't have the spine one, the one that'd be right in the middle. Yeah, he's missing that part. Another thing he's missing compared to other ones is if you look at his feet, usually what I've noticed is they usually have like a little claw sticking out the back, but he doesn't have them. And from what it looks like, all of his fingers are separated. Usually with xenomorphs, at least two of the fingers are like welded on. Well, not welded on, but they look like they'd be stuck together like this. Like you can see that they're separate fingers, but they're together. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. So that's it for the coloring. Now he does have a bunch of movable areas. You can move his mouth like the rest of them. The inner mouth can come out. He can move his head around. He can move his up here near his shoulders. He's got butterfly joints for the elbow. Move his wrist. And the two claws in the middle is good for grabbing. And, you can move around his rib cage, the legs. He also has more butterfly joints in the knees, and he can move his feet. And also move his claws up. And of course, like every other one, the tail has a wire going through it so that you can help, you can have him stand using it. See, I have mine set up like this to help him so he doesn't fall over. One thing I like about his tail is it has the bigger ridges going down than here. So he has really big ridges here. And then, of course, he has a little blade on the end. And I really like this one just because, mainly, just because the coloring up here, and it's not just coloring up here either, it's actually part of the mold. They actually have the lines in here, like inside the plastic that the paint goes into. I always like it when the aliens have different colors on them, blues, greens, anything that makes it pop. You know, none of his limbs are too stiff. They're just the right amount of give to him, except the legs. The legs, I think, have a little bit too much give to them. So, it's kind of a good thing that his tail is nice and sturdy. The legs will kind of want to move when you don't want them to. So if you have the tail as a support, the legs will more likely stay in place where they should. I'm really glad they have this one. Like I said, I just like them when they look different. And I really like that blue that they have on top of the black. So this is pretty much a quick review for them. Not as long as some of my other ones. But, you know, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you later.